This is looking from one far edge of the property. You can see there's our truck we parked way over there. That's the end of the road as it exists now in the corner of the property. That's like, it's hard to judge, 3/4 of a mile. All of this valley you see is part of the acreage. Telephone poles on the far hill. Is the boundary line on one line side. A lot of low oaks, cedars, thick in places, open in areas. Here's the one long property line, these bulldozed. Our property would go clear over the other side of the hill, about another 400 yards. Lots of oaks down in the valley, open areas. Just jumped 2 bucks and about 4 does. There's turkeys out here in groups of 20 we've already seen. There's deer sign everywhere. I'll climb up a little higher and get a better picture of the overall thing. I just wanted to show the property line.
30, 29, all the way to the truck.
Here's the truck again. Everything from that truck to the right in that valley to over the hill, you can't even see it. Another 300 or 400 yards to my right is the property. All of this valley. There's the angling road I'll show you on the map. It goes through the middle of the properties and essentially splits it in half, 72 and 72. And here's the other valley. Open areas. Pretty good size live oaks down in the bottom. Not as much brush there. And it thickens up farther up the valley, up in there. Property line is those telephone poles on the far horizon. Lots of deer cover. And there's the bulldozed edge of the property there. Comes down the valley from the top of that hill. So essentially everything you can see in this picture, plus over that hill, another 200 or 300 yards. All of this valley to the horizon where I'm pointing. 144 acres looks big out here. And you can't even, this is what I just panned is essentially only 72 acres. The other is from the truck back to the right. The truck being right there. And I'll shoot it again from the truck's viewpoint. This is the northeast corner. It's got a fence. The only edge that has a fence on it, and the power lines here. Just to the right, there's a big hill that would be a perfect place to put a little cabin. And the property lines, how far to the other end?
I would say just going up on the ridge on the other side. Down the
What,
gorge.
halfway up the ridge on the other side?
Probably about halfway up the ridge.
Yep. One of the shorter edges. And encompasses all that little valley. Great little natural terrains, funnels. Okay, looking back at the truck for a minute.
Might be running right through there.
Corner. Big valley below us. Over the hill. Lots of trees. Cover. Property goes to the hill just before the far horizon. Down the other side, about almost to the bottom of the valley, over, just short of the horizon. Long ways. A lot of mixed cedars, small oak here. And it's windy. This hill, we're up there.
Oh,
We should have been down here.
okay. So that first one that we saw back here is where it's gonna be.
Yeah. And it's just past the bottom.
Yeah.
It's not looking down the western direction from the boundary of track 31. And that goes to the corner where the new road's going to be. You can see the truck up on the hill.
And this would be the south property line.
South property line. What we just tromped over in the last picture I gave you was probably just off our property. A guy named Reuben owns that. So everything to the right of this property line, Bull does, which is all this valley to the top of the hill. And way over to the top of that far hill, the one just short of the horizon. Lots of big, fairly good sized oaks down in this draw, mixed with cedar. Property line. I'm standing in the back of the truck at the end of the Khaleesi Road. There's the future road. It goes down there about 300 yards, veers to the left. I'll show you on the map where that is. And that's the dividing line. It goes to the left, over the hill, can't see from here, down into the next valley. And everything to the left of it that I'm panning toward this hill is 72 acres. There's the property line of it. We're in the one corner of it. So that's 72 acres from there to that road. A lot of area. And past the road is the other half. Clear over the hill you see on the horizon there. Zeroing in on it. That one. Top edge on the other side, within about 50 yards of that top. Great place for a radio antenna. And the long edge of the properties down that valley. About to the bottom of the valley, 2/3 of the way to that next hill. And on the back side of that hill, over the far corner to the power line fence. Back over the power line fence that we filmed earlier. We just walked to about the other side of that tree. See where the power line goes on up to that pole. I'm looking right at another gentleman's 72-acre plot. Reuben's his name. And his goes down to about the bottom of that center screen. there to the next hill on the other side. And wrapping on around to the left. And that's the property. Nice big oaks down the bottom of the valley where all the rain collects. It's the type road. Caliche. Not too steep in very many areas you won't probably need four-wheel drive.